furniture flipper. Welcome to my channel. I'm here today to show you how to take used, gently used, secondhand furniture that you've gotten from the thrift store, from a garage sale, auction sale, Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, what have you, given to you. Take it and paint it, refinish it, change it in some way so that you can sell it for a profit. Or if you want to keep these pieces for your own home, make it more beautiful with something that you've refinished and repainted yourself and put your own personal spin on your own home decorating. I'm here for that as well. So welcome to my channel again. I'm so happy to have you, and let's get started. Today it's on one of my favorite dressers. It is a mid-century modern dresser that kind of experimented with French provincial style. I've taken it, I've updated it with the hardware. The color is so different from anything that I've ever done. It's really exciting, and it's also here to show you that all you have to do is sometimes paint a dresser and you can completely change a piece and make it all your own. So welcome again, and let's get started. First of all, I just wanted to show you, this is what I got off of Facebook Marketplace. This is where I got a lot of my stuff, as well as Kijiji. And so I got this for $20 off of Facebook Marketplace. Some of the drawers, there is an issue with one of the drawers. The back of it is actually, there's a chunk missing there. And as well, I think they all need some drawer guides so that they're sliding in and out and not doing stuff like this. So I've got a few repairs to do, but otherwise it's in fairly good shape. I just have to sand down the top of it and get ready. So we're going to start removing the hardware. I'm using my DeWalt drill bits handy case with all the different screwdriver bits and drill bits that I might need to flip a dresser. And I've got my drill, and so we're going to go ahead and remove this hardware. Sometimes you might not have the right drill bit in, and it takes a little bit longer, which is super fun. Sometimes the screws are stripped and it's hard to get out. Not so much today. That's great. That's it. One handle out. 3 more to go, and then we can start cleaning. Prep is the most important part of furniture flipping. You can't just go ahead and paint something. You do have to prepare for it, and so this is all part of it. The next part of this is going to include the cleaning of it. Today I'm using Dawn dish soap. There you go. It's a powerful degreaser as well as cleaner. As an alternative to TSP, you can use TSP, but there are things that it does to the environment, like algae and things like that. So I try and stay away from it, but sometimes when you've got a really dirty piece, you need the super strong stuff, and that's the TSP, I guess. And there are alternatives to TSP out there that you can buy at Home Depot, Rona, Lowe's, Windsor Plywood, and you can go ahead and do that. But for today, I'm using my Dawn dish soap. It also, by the way, when I looked it up on Google, kills bugs, which I did not know that. And it will kill bed bugs on contact, as well as other bugs when it's put in contact with that. So it's also an insecticidal soap. So if you put a little, like say a teaspoon of this stuff in your spray container that you would use to mist your plants with some water, you should be able to use it as an insecticidal soap, particularly against aphids, which is great for roses. Just an FYI, in case you plan on gardening as well as furniture flipping. All right, so let's go ahead and start to clean. Just get my microfiber cloth going here and dust a little bit, and then we're gonna clean. So to clean, I've got one of my scrubby cloths, kitchen cloths from Norwex that I find are great because they also provide kind of a bit of a scrubbing thing. Since we're going to sand it anyway, I don't have to worry about any scratches or anything more texture that I would bring to the piece with scrubbing it down with, say, a scrubber. So it's good to use this to get off any kind of grime that you have left. And as well, I have a bucket here of clear hot water. That's to rinse down after I put on the soap and the water together. It's just to rinse it off so that I get all the soap residue off, because you don't want to paint over soap residue. It will mess with your paint and your paint finish. Okay, and so let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, so we're back and we've done the cleaning part and the rinsing with the Dawn dish soap and then the clear water after. Now we're gonna do the sanding to smooth out the scratches and do the scuff coat so that the paint really sticks to the surface of the piece. I'm going to use my rigid or random orbital sander, and I start off with a 150 grit of sandpaper, coarser than what some people may recommend. I find it takes less time, and I'm used to using it, and I need to get out, smooth out a lot of these scratches because I don't want to use a lot of wood filler on this piece. If I can get away with it, it's in fairly good shape, and if I don't have to use wood filler, I can go straight to painting it. So I'm hoping to do that today. And so I'll start off with the 150 grit and probably move up to the 220 grit. And of course, before you sand, you're going to want to wear a dust mask, a respirator of some sort. You can buy those at the different hardwares in the towns that you live in. Amazon also sells them online. I'm wearing an N95 and because I'm used to them for sure, and yeah, so it's great. I never get out of it, really. We all love our masks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding. Finished our sanding, we've done our cleaning, we've taken off the hardware, we're ready to go on to the painting. And we're going to do priming first because I'm using Benjamin Moore's Natura paint, and so there is a primer that is within the Natura paint itself, but I like to do, when I use something other than a chalk-based paint, I like to use the primer. It helps to really have the paint stick to the furniture as well, just to prevent some of the tannins from coming through. I am using a dark color today on this dresser, which I will show you soon, but right now I think I just want to use a primer just to help it all adhere. And so I'm using the Natura primer. The replacement, this is a discontinued primer. The replacement to the Natura interior water-based paint is the Echo Spec by Benjamin Moore. Very similar to the Benjamin Moore Echo Spec, or sorry, Natura. There's zero VOC, virtually no odor, and as well, I believe it's with the approval of the Allergy and Asthma Institute. So there's lots of benefits to their more natural water-based line of paints, and so this is the one that I'm going to use for this project. And I'm just gonna, what I'm doing is just shaking up the can, trying to loosen things up from the bottom, making sure that it's all mixed, and you just go ahead and open up the can. I do have a paint can opener, I just don't have it with me right now, and I'm going to use a stir stick, just stir it around, and again make sure that things are coming up from the bottom that need to come up, and that the paint is thoroughly mixed together. I'm going to put it into this little container that I have, just to prevent some foreign objects from getting into the paint, because I don't need them on my finish. Today I'm using my Richard Fat Boy 2.5 inch microfilament polyester brush, and then it's got the edge there which gets the really nice straight lines and into the corners quite well. I bring my top down. Spray in the paint as well, just to thin it up a little bit, because again, you don't want your paint so thick that it has a bunch of ridges. It's not good. And also wetting it down just helps it glide so much more smoothly. Okay, so we're back and we're ready to put on the first top coat. I am putting on Benjamin Moore Natura's black paint, and it is base 3. The color that I'm doing is called Rose Peach, and it is Benjamin Moore's color of the year. It is that color, and this is the name of it. Again, this is discontinued paint, and the replacement of this is called Echo Spec, and it's by Benjamin Moore. So we're gonna open it up. The primer has been drying now for approximately 3 hours. It doesn't have to take that long. I just had things that I needed to do. This can be painted after priming in an hour. It's dry to touch in 30 minutes and ready to be painted in an hour. But I let it go for 3 hours because I had to get some stuff at Michael's for the hardware. I decided to get some more spray paint, and I will just mix it up and then I'll show you the color. Oh gosh. It's really weird. It's been sitting there for a while. I feel like I should do this somewhere else and not on the top of this dresser. So I'm going to do that, and then I will show you the color. Okay, I'm back from stirring. It took a little bit. This is the color that we're doing. This is probably my most daring color that I've ever done. Doing orange is scary for flippers. Really, we do cream, we do gray, white, different shades of white, different shades of black. Once in a while, I've done a blue or a pink or a yellow something, but never orange. Oh, I've done green, but never orange. This is a first. So because it's such a popular color this year, with Benjamin Moore, as well as if you go into any mall, there's tons of orange shirts out right now. And as well, it's fall. And so with fall, I think doing a fall color is a great idea. So we're gonna go ahead and see how it turns out. Because this dresser has a bit of a mid-century vibe to it anyway, with the handles and as well with the shape, I think the orange will look great. I hope. We'll see. Okay. Wind and things like that off. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spray. Again, that is to thin the paint down a little bit, just so that we're doing a nice thin layer rather than a great big thick layer across. also helps it just glide over really nice and smooth. Yeah, this color is almost a pearl going on. It should darken quite a bit, I'm hoping. Originally, I had gone with Wildflower by Benjamin Moore, but I felt that it was a little too bubblegummy, a little too pink for my liking. I wanted something that was more orange, that was in style, and as well more a mid-century color, and a color more for fall. As this is going on, it almost looks like a summer color, like a Caribbean kind of color. But I'm hoping it will darken into somewhat of a burnt orange with a bit of a pinkish tinge to it. As you saw with the primer, it went on so butter smooth. Like, it's unbelievable how good the primer is. There's not a lot of ridges, and I don't have to sand prior to putting on this first coat, which is great. Okay, so here we are at night trying to paint. So this should be interesting. I probably will have to do a touch-up third coat tomorrow. I wanted to try and get it all done in one day to see if I can do it, and then as well, I just want to get it done. And so we're gonna try. It's about an hour and a half later since our first top coat, and so we're gonna do the second coat now and do that. So then let's start spraying. To put in the hardware. I had a few issues. If you remember from the beginning of the video, I had said make sure if you like your hardware, you're going to use it again, put it in all together in a Ziploc bag or a container, put it off to the side, and make sure that nobody gets at it, and hold on to those pieces. Unfortunately, I am missing a piece of the hardware, so I can't use what I originally wanted to use. So I've found some different pulls that I think are nice. That's these are these ones here, which update the piece quite a bit. It makes it a lot more modern. Originally, I had gone for these ones. If you can see them, they're kind of crooked right now, but they're more traditional, more mid-century, what you would expect from that time period. But like I said, I lost the piece and I can't find it. So we're gonna have to make do, and I'm gonna continue on putting in the hardware. I have just a couple more left to do. Okay, so I've got my hardware here. And so you've got your screws, your pull, and your drill, and your drill bit that is appropriate for this screw. This one could be a star as well as the one that I have, the Robertson, I think, and I'm just gonna put that in there. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please subscribe, like, or comment on this video. I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your off duty.